Hello, hello, and welcome. I'm Debbie Danford from craftiercreations.blogspot.com. And this week I am showcasing the Branching Out bundle. Now, this is also a choice for my monthly club for next month. And I'll be honest, I have been dying to play with this set, and I just really haven't had time because I've been prepping for my holiday buffet card class and so many other things. But and I did use this for one of the projects in the holiday buffet card class coming up this Saturday. So if you are coming to that in-person class, you will get to play with this bundle there too. Okay, so here's the card we're going to do today. I'm going to move that out of the way. I think I already have everything mounted. Easy peasy. It's I made it as a birthday card. Of course, it could be anything you want it to be. It really doesn't matter. So we're going to stamp both branches. And I used Early Espresso. The first time I played with this, I was stamping in pecan pie. So you can do a little bit of adjustments as to how dark you want your branches to be. And then I did first and second generation stamping with the pine needles with Old Olive, and we stamped some of the pine cones with pecan pie, and then I randomly stamped the little dots. So let's go ahead and get started here. And we're going to stamp on a 3 3/4 by 5-inch piece of basic white. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp the branch in the Early Espresso again. Now, I used both of them. So what I did is kind of started down here like this, and we're going to stamp one, and then I hooked the other one on kind of up over here. So I'm kind of going to go with that attempt again and see how we do here. All right. So let's just do this. Now, if you're not part of my monthly club and you're interested in joining a monthly club, or you just want to try it out, it's a great way to do it. I have, there'll be a link below, or you can contact me with any questions about monthly club. It's $39.50. You make 5 projects, 2 of each. You get $15 to $20 in product every month. And then on your 6th consecutive month, you will get $20 to $25 product surprise gift in your packet. Just trying to decide where I want to come with this one. I think I'll just come right about. That's where I went last time, and it looks good to me. Okay, so there's our branches. And you could put as many branches as you want. You could put more or less. You know, the sky's the limit. Now, when I stamped all the pine needles here, originally I used, oh, I forgot to get that out. I used the single pine needle because I felt like it was just so much easier to just go along with one. But after playing with it a little more and after paying attention a little more, I did notice that yes, I think anyway, at least I thought I could figure out where some of these 3-part pine needles go. I've seen people do it, but I may stick to my single because then I have more control over it. But there are 2 different sets that have 3. I may not do it today, but I will do it. Trust me, I will do it at one point, maybe on Thursday's video, because I will be showcasing this bundle all week. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the single. Like I said, I really thought I had it figured out when I was like looking at this one right here, but then when I'm looking at it here, actually, I think it would work. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even line up perfectly either. I don't know. But I'm going to do it with this one. And I'm going to do full strength and 2nd generation stamping. So we're going to stamp, and then we're going to stamp a second time to make it lighter. And yes, that's because it came off the edge. I don't particularly like when that happens, so I'm going to come back in and go over it again. Because it's okay. These are pine needles on a tree. It doesn't really matter. And then we're going to come up and stamp off there. And of course, in some places we are going to put the pine cone too. So keep that in mind. So let's do that one. And it's okay if it overlaps. And come down here. And put one there. The sky's the limit. I mean, you have all these little branches. You can kind of do whatever you want to do here. There's no right or wrong is what I've decided. Let's see. Let's put one over here, and I think I want another one there. I keep lifting up. There we go. There. See, I'm kind of just going over it even after I'd already stamped. It doesn't matter. Okay, so there's that. I think that's pretty good. And then we're going to bring in our little tiny pine cone, and we're going to do some fillers with that. I mean, we don't want to have pine tree branches and no pine cones on it, right? And you could do first, second generation, third, or you can do as many as you want with the pine cones if you want to too. I just was keeping them at full strength, but of course you can do it however you want. Let's put a couple over here. And it's okay if they overlap. It's a pine tree. It's going to do some overlapping, right? All right. Let's see. We might as well put a little pine cone right there too. Why not? Okay, so there we go. There's all of that stamped and done. Now what I forgot to do, Debbie, let's hope this still fits. It will. It'll fit right down. Oh, no, we want it in early espresso, not pecan pie. I want it in the darker color. And I could put it up at the top too. Or actually I could put it right there too. No, decisions. No, I'm going to stick with it right down here in the corner. I like it right down there. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to take a blending brush. You know me, I like to do blending when I can. And we are going to start off the edge here. And I am just going to go around the whole thing. And I'm using early espresso. If you want, you could use old olive. You could use pecan pie. You could use any of those colors. I just wanted it a little bit darker. Okay. There we go. Look at how easy that was to put all that together with all that stamping. Very easy. I'm going to wipe this really quick so I don't get anything on the other parts of the card, and we still need to stamp on the inside, so we are going to do that too. But let's go ahead and put this part together. Now we are in our last week of the awesome joining offer that's going on. So if you are in love with Stampin' Up! Products and you want to save 20%, now is a good time to join. $35 and you get $125 in product. That's an awesome deal. We've never had a deal that good. And the one thing I do hear from some people is like, well, I don't want to run a business. You don't have to run a business. You can do it just for the discount. So this offer ends on October 31st. So I would jump while you can and get in on that great offer. And you can order anything from any of the catalogs, the annual and the mini catalog, anything from online exclusive stuff. And we have pre-order going on right now for the next set of online exclusive products that are coming out in November. You could get those too. So it's just a great offer, and it's a great way to get a discount on your favorite products. So I highly, highly recommend checking out the details. Ask, send me a message or send me an email, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have about it. Now I use, because this is what I had out, the traditional sparkling sequins, which is something they're getting for the class on Saturday, a half a pack of this and a half a pack another color we're using too. But I hadn't used a whole lot of the Old Olive. That was kind of why I went with Old Olive. And then I thought, oh, we'll just use some of these from here, because why not, right? And so let's put that there. And I'm just going to put a couple right here, just like I did before. I think that looks really nice like that. Okay. Now, really quick, let's do, here's what I did for the inside of the card. Yeah, I got a little smudge on it, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to ignore that, right? Okay, so I'm going to use the bigger branch, but I'm not putting the whole thing on there. I'm just putting part of it on. And then we are going to bring in, where's our, here it is. And let's just do, I went back over that one again. I think that's actually pretty good. I was going to do one more, but let's just do a couple little pine cones here. That little pine cone is tricky. I mean, it's not hard to stamp on it, but I must not put pressure down exactly where I need to, because sometimes I only get a little bit of it. But that's just me. I think we're good. I like it. Okay, let's move this out of the way, and then real quick, again, I just add a little bit of early espresso around here, just to kind of soften up those edges right there. You could do the whole thing if you want. I don't usually. I just do the I just do around the one side in the corner of where I've stamped most of the time. All right. And if you don't have a glass mat, man, this is the most awesome thing to work on. You see how easy it was to clean that up? Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and attach our inside piece. Let's see where I'm at. Yes. I have an extra little score line there. I was scoring these for a project. I don't remember which one now. I think Holiday Buffet Card Class, and I slipped. But you know what? Sometimes I can use them because you don't really see that little faux pas mistake, but I didn't want to give it to a customer. Okay, there we go. Oh, and look at me. I did this one backwards. I did this one the opposite. I'm so funny. I did this one. So this is Early Espresso card base with Old Olive. I did this one Old Olive card base, Early Espresso. You'll have to tell me which one you like better. I'm not even sure I like either one of them better. I like them both, I think. But I didn't even realize that until I flipped it over and was looking at it. But there you go. They work both ways. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's project. Again, that's the Branching Out bundle, and it does come with dies. Maybe our next project, you never know. It comes with some label dies that I really like, that I've used for many other things. So maybe Thursday's project, I'll do some die cutting and stuff like that. And then it has some other accent dies with it too. I forgot to grab it. But I'll show you the dies that go with it on a Thursday when I come back. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and I hope you give this project a try, and I will see you guys again on Thursday. Bye, guys.